live once again for SummerSlam Sunday, night 2 of SummerSlam over on Twitch and YouTube. And if you missed last night's stream, and if you missed SummerSlam last night, you definitely missed out on quite a show. I thought it was a really good card. On paper, I thought it was the better night. And it really, I think, delivered on what it showed on paper. And so night 2, you typically want to have the second night kind of top and build upon what happened in night 1. I think WWE has put themselves in a bit of a predicament here because night 1, like, regardless of what you thought about it, I mean, night 1 really set the bar for night 2, SummerSlam Sunday. So yeah, we'll have to see if night 2 can top what we saw, last night. So real quickly, we are just under 20 minutes before the start of SummerSlam Sunday. So I was going to get my countdown show back on. But also I was going to real quickly go through the match card, give my final predictions before getting into the show, and just making sure that everything is squared away as far as both streams being live. If you are over on Twitch, we are trying to reach affiliate status, so if you could give a follow, that would greatly help out the channel. Would love to be able to eventually be able to set up a community over on Twitch and be able to do subscriptions and do different challenges and different types of streams. But yeah, if you're over on YouTube, consider hitting that subscribe button. We are actually just under 1,100 subscribers over on YouTube. So once again, I am just so grateful for all of the support that you have shown across the various platforms. We are, I was there for a while posting a lot on TikTok. However, some things happened with my, I had a reactions account that got taken down actually, as well as my main account. I just don't know what was happening with my posts. They just weren't getting out there. So I kind of took a back step from TikTok, but I am planning on getting back to that platform at some point. Also trying to build a Twitter audience, Twitter platform. I am over on Twitter, or X, at pro_wrestling. Couldn't get the pro wrestling name on that one, but yeah, eventually I would love to be able to multi-stream even over on Twitter, over on X. So but yeah, enough yapping. Let's go ahead and get into the match card for tonight and give my final predictions. All right, we'll go ahead and start off with, let's actually save that for last. We're going to start off with Danhausen and Dominik Mysterio, the Human Money's on a Pole match. And this is one of those that, you can make the argument, I think, for either outcome. I do think Danhausen ultimately wins. However, I do think, we're going to get some Judgment Day interference. We're going to get some mini Hausens going on. We might even get, whoever the big Hausen is that Danhausen's been working on in his lab. We might get that reveal finally. But yeah, I do think this match is going to be chaotic. It's going to be, filled with just goofiness. I think it's going to be a really silly, it's a Danhausen match. So, there's going to be some silliness, but I think it'll be a solid match for what it is. I do think Danhausen will come up victorious. Next up, we have, which I believe is kicking off the show, we have the #1 contenders match for the undisputed WWE title. Sami Zayn versus Finn Bálor. And this is another one where, I think these two in particular are really up in the air. This one is a little bit of a head versus heart battle. I do want to see Finn Bálor win. I think, it being like literally a decade since he had that Universal title win at SummerSlam, became the first ever Universal Champion. And so to be able to get that #1 contendership going into, I don't know if it's going to be on a SmackDown or Saturday Night's Main Event, or where they would plan on having this championship match payoff. However, I do unfortunately think we get back to Sami winning here. I think we get Sami versus Punk ran back on a bigger stage, maybe, a Saturday Night's Main Event, like I said. I do think we're going to get back to Sami versus Punk. Unfortunately for Finn Bálor. Like I said, I hope I'm wrong on that one. I do hope that Finn Bálor can get the win tonight. I just don't think that is going to be the case, but I would love to be proven wrong on that one. Intercontinental Championship match. I do think this match could very easily steal the show. Penta will be defending his Intercontinental Championship against Chad Gable. Gable finally getting back into that IC picture. This new and improved Chad Gable, post El Grande Chad Gable. I do think this one is not, 100% in the bag for Gable, but I do think Gable comes up victorious here. He's in Minnesota. He's finally going to be able to accomplish his goal of winning that Intercontinental Championship after, so long. So I do think we get Chad Gable as your new Intercontinental Champion. Then we have the Interim Women's Championship ladder match, and I could go on and on. You've heard at me at this point. If you've turned into any of my streams, you've heard how I feel about this match even taking place. How I feel about the Interim Women's Champion situation. I'll get more into that once we get to the match. But obviously, I'm going to have to give a pick here. And I really do think we get Charlotte Flair winning whatever title it is at this point, 14, 15. I don't remember what she's up to. I do think she makes the most sense here to get back to Charlotte versus Rhea, which I thought, we were going to get at some point within Rhea's reign. I do think WWE should have went ahead and made Rhea relinquish if they knew she wasn't going to be out for a significant period of time, especially if they knew she wasn't going to be cleared for SummerSlam. This match could have just been for the, women's championship. And then Rhea gets her opportunity when she comes back. That was unfortunately not the case. And now here we are with the interim, in the interim women's match. I think this could be a really solid match, though. I do think it could be one of the better matches on the card. But ultimately, like I said, Charlotte Flair, I think, gets the dub. And then finally, which I assume will 100% be the main event, Roman Reigns will be defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Seth Rollins, the one man he has been unable to beat with this, his 4-year roughly reign. Maybe not 4 years, but, it was going on. Multi-year reign. He was unable to defeat Seth Rollins. He got DQ'd. Seth Rollins got the better of him again in that triple threat match at Mania. And so Seth's been that thorn in Roman's side that I think Roman is finally able to conquer here tonight. I do think Roman Reigns goes on to defeat Seth Rollins. So yeah, there are my really quick, rapid predictions ahead of SummerSlam. But let me know what you think. Let me know what matches you are most looking forward to tonight. Let me know who you think is going to win main event especially. But, every match on the card. And just let me know you're here. Let me know you're tuned in. Let's get the conversation going. And yeah, I just appreciate everybody for tuning in. Last night was such a blast. I had my buddy Ryan join me, and tonight we are solo dolo. But yeah, we are just under 10 minutes to go from SummerSlam Sunday. And like I said, yesterday the card delivered what what you thought it would. I think it definitely set the bar here tonight. So we'll just have to see if SummerSlam Sunday, if SummerSlam Night 2 can top what we got in Night 1. We got the Danhausen merch on tonight, so hopefully Danhausen can come up with the win. As Michael Cole is making his way down to the ring, that's how you know we are getting close to the start of the show. Michael Cole is making his way, commentary's making their way down, and we are going to get started with Finn Bálor. Finn Bálor versus Sami Zayn to kick us off. To kick us off here tonight. I wonder if adding something to the screen will make it.
Again, streaming on the ESPN app. It'll be the #1 contenders match to see who faces CM Punk as Sami Zayn goes up against Finn Bálor. That is just minutes away as we check in.
Yeah, it's confirmed that it is kicking off the show here tonight.
That's the Sami Zayn that I've gotten to know over the last decade. But this unraveling version of Sami Zayn, this post-9-day championship reign Sami Zayn is nothing like we've ever seen before. I personally felt a certain way.
Oh yeah, this is another match that I think can really steal the show here. Sami versus Finn. Yeah, my head's saying Sami, but my heart is definitely saying Finn. So we shall see.
Thank you very much, Kathy. And of course, here I am, my favorite spot, walking into the.
Let me go ahead and get the word out over on X that we are live over on Twitch and over on YouTube.
Be careful, Stewie. Got the arrows here, so we go the right direction as we walk out and see US Bank Stadium in all its glory for the first time. But as we were talking about, guys,
I didn't see the final ticket sale numbers, but I heard that Night 1 was slightly outpacing Night 2.
Championship that he won August 21st, 2016 at the Barclays Center. He wins the title, hurts his shoulder, and it's immediately gone. He understands now these opportunities don't come along very often. He says now, though, guys, he is absolutely better than ever, and he will become your #1 contender. Thank you very much, Peter. Again, we are just moments away from having Night 2 of SummerSlam. It is streaming on the ESPN app, so get ready to head there. And again, the #1 contenders match will start this off from US Bank Stadium. Sami Zayn, Finn Bálor, and then we will be with you after everything with the post-show. Live guests, all the analysis, all the stars.
Yeah, I do think this match, if this match produces what Liv and Io did to start the show last night, I think that'll really set the tone for what we can expect, the rest of the night. They'll have to start off really hot because last night, like I said, I think the pacing was really solid. I think every match, the only complaint that I had, which I discussed this on stream, was I thought that the Punk and Cody match, while it was a good match, a solid match, I do think it went on a beat too long. I think it could have been 5, maybe even 10 minutes shorter than what it was.
But it's only a matter of minutes until Sami Zayn makes his ring walk.
I thought every other match, was given the time that it needed. I do think that one just kind of carried just a little bit too long. But can't complain. Can't complain too much.
They are coming up immediately. Remember, streaming on the ESPN app, and then we will be with you for all the post coverage on the post show with live guests.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to give a
super fan of the WWE
quick TikTok clip to see what's going on, because I just can't work out why my stuff's just not getting out there anymore over on TikTok. We are live for SummerSlam Sunday over on Twitch at twitch.tv/pro wrestling and over on YouTube at Pro Wrestling. So come on through and join us for SummerSlam Sunday. That felt a bit weird. For SummerSlam Sunday over on Twitch at twitch.tv/.
At the twilight, the last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we walked, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yeah, we need to switch on over to SummerSlam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is the top of the hour, so you already know that means that SummerSlam is getting started as we speak. We got the superstar entrances.
Legend and her husband, Trick Williams, Lash in the ladder match. Trick defends his U.S. title against the man on the right, their attorney, Baron Corbin. The visionary, Seth freaking Rollins, wants the world title back. The championship he never lost. He has to take it from this man, the world champ Roman Reigns. The OTC is here. Reigns, Rollins in the main event tonight at SummerSlam Sunday. The epic two-night SummerSlam begins.
I told you this title wasn't going anywhere because I am the greatest women's world champion of all time.
Mathematically, I'm doing better than you.
That is the way to kick off SummerSlam. Oh my goodness, he beat the bloodline.
Everybody talks, but we finish. Yeah. What happened tonight? Exactly what you can expect will happen. Fairy tale over.
What the real fellas are back.
Give me my payment, it's printed in blue. How come to bring all the pain in this?
Oh my God, Randy Orton, RKO. Just two juggernauts colliding. Lesnar ripping the canvas apart.
This is the past. This is the future. The ruler conquered the beast.
Yo, that first half was wow. But if you know the game, you know this is where everything changes.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think this would be so difficult.
A interim women's championship ladder match. Sami Zayn, Finn Bálor, a #1 contenders match.
Prove to me that you ain't scared.
This is that second half energy.
Prove to me that you ain't a bitch.
That fourth quarter, game on the line, who wants it more kind of energy?
You and me, we came into this company together. We made this place our own. You and me.
The culmination of a 14-year rivalry.
Nights like this don't happen often. So when they do, you leave everything out there.
Gable one step closer to his dream. Give us our money. Ever.
And tonight, Jets is in the building. Welcome to SummerSlam Night 2. Time to finish it.
You are looking
Here we
live
go.
at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Home tonight to SummerSlam Sunday. Presented by Gears of War, E-Day, Wingstop, and Chase Freedom.
Starting off with Finn. Finn. Finn, my guy. I really hope Finn wins. I think Sami's gonna win, but I hope Finn wins.
Championship #1 contenders match. Introducing first from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds.
Yeah, you can follow me over on TikTok at Pro Wrestling. Like I said, I don't know what really happened to the account, but I still try to post on there every once in a while. But yeah, mostly YouTube, mostly Twitch, and mostly X is where I'm most active. I do put my reactions up over on Instagram as well, but that's all I really post is just reels. I don't really post any pictures or anything over on Insta, but I know it's recommended to be like kind of on as many platforms as you can, but I don't want to just overdo it and try to put myself everywhere and then not have my attention, focused, or you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you like the cat houses? Yeah, hopefully Danhausen gets the win tonight as well. But yeah, this match definitely has the potential to steal the show. There are a couple matches on the card that really have to deliver for this to be on the same level as last night's show. Sami got a pretty big pop. I think this is one where the crowd's going to be fairly split on. I think Finn is probably more of a favorite. You see his message? Who wants to be my first mod over on Twitch so I can prevent messages like that from popping? Alright, let's get settled in. Oh. What's all this doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but as you may have heard, I have been reinstated as SmackDown GM.
Yeah.
And in an effort to call things down the middle and do what's best for business, I've made the executive decision to add a participant to this matchup.
Triple threat? It's not Gunther.
What?
Oh my goodness. Gunther has been added to the match. It's now a triple threat. What a shocker. Does Gunther just win now?
Gunther's saying, finally, Aldous, you did something for me. Well, hold on a damn second.
What a heel move from Aldous.
Has only ever asked for a fair shot. He was supposed to be in a one-on-one matchup for the #1 contendership.
Wow. Yeah, now it's just like, what is... I don't know what's happening now. Because now I'm just thinking Gunther wins, because otherwise he wouldn't have been added to the match. I think Gunther just wins. Yeah, I think Gunther just wins now.
So this is a triple threat
Gentlemen,
match.
just one more thing.
What is happening?
I didn't say I was only adding one more participant to this match.
What is happening?
I made a second executive decision.
Is it Randy?
That was to make this a fatal four-way match for the #1.
Is it Randy?
Which means we need one more
KO?
participant.
It's KO! Kevin Owens is back! Oh my goodness. Can I change my pick? Can I change my pick? Kevin Owens is back. Sami looks like he's seen a ghost. Well, I thought we were getting Sami versus Finn, but Kevin Owens is back. You've got to be kidding me.
What the hell, Cole?
That's what I'm saying.
Kevin Owens. I thought he had a broken neck. I thought his career was in jeopardy.
I sure hope Kevin wins.
He looks like he's seen a ghost.
Wow. We haven't seen Kevin in a ring since. Gosh, how long has it been?
Kevin Owens was last in the ring 17 months ago.
17 months. Wow.
KO had anterior cervical discectomy fusion level C5-6 surgery. No one thought he was ever going to wrestle again. But wait, are you ready? No! First fight! Owens, fight!
Yeah, they said it's 17 months.
As is Sami Zayn, who once again is the victim of managerial malpractice.
Yeah, Sami's gonna get screwed again. What a start to SummerSlam, and we just got kicked off here. Imagine like you missed the first like 15 minutes of SummerSlam, like you're just now turning it on, and you see this on your screen. Sami's just trying to figure out what happened. What a moment. The embrace. And then they go to war. Kevin looks great.
Kevin Owens looks completely unstoppable.
That's what I'm saying. That like gave me chills. That's not how I expected us to. Whoa! Oh my god! He hasn't lost a beat. 17 months on the shelf.
Kevin Owens said the hell with that. Head down, swinging for the fences, and he might put it away here, Cole. And Gunther went through a battle with Nick Aldis last night. And there's a swanton by Owens. Kevin Owens looks great in the early goings of this matchup. Went for the stunner. Owens man got a bit overzealous. Gunther caught him in the sleeve. And now Sami Zayn from behind, protecting the matchup because the first man to get pinfall or submission wins. And now Bálor runs into a boot by Gunther. Fast-paced action in the early going here. Oh, God. Game plans, strategies, be gone. This is basically a legalized riot to become #1 contender to CM Punk.
Gosh, I'm still trying to like figure out what is just. I'm still trying to wrap my head around why we have a fatal 4-way now. It was shocking enough that Gunther was added to this match.
Yeah, the career killer, the man who retired Goldberg and Cena and AJ Styles and, well, really, Nick Aldis last night. And now Finn Bálor with a chop. to Gunther, taking the fight to the ring general.
Yeah, how much did last night against Nick Aldis take out of the ring general? On this evidence, very little.
Now it can lock in as Finn is now taking control.
In a kick out by Gunther.
Yeah, can I switch my pick? I think this counts for you know, the card changed, so
The problem is Sami Zayn cannot single himself out as a victim tonight. Bálor a victim as well.
Sling blade.
By Finn. And now Sami Zayn back into the fray.
And another sling blade.
To Sami.
Well, Finn Bálor truly looks back to that guy 10 years ago who set the world ablaze.
And Bálor dropping Sami into Gunther. And Gunther
Oh,
now
Gunther's
drops him.
in position.
Who's had a new lease on life since coming to SmackDown. Top rope knife for Bálor. Looking for the coup de grace and moving out of the way is Gunther. And Gunther now with that drop kick.
Yeah, Kevin looked great.
And now Gunther looking for the power bomb. Stacks up.
Uh oh, Bálor just took a power bomb.
Wires it in. Go Boston Crab.
Gunther could have gotten the win there if Finn wasn't kicking out.
Into the fight.
Yeah, that's the issue in a four-way matchup like this. There's always someone fresh ready to pepper you with shots. Well, no one does it better than the prize fighter, Kevin Owens.
I mean, this has been, as mentioned it earlier, a year and a half.
Just laying it to Gunther.
The need to come back. The need to be a part of this.
Kevin Owens. Oh, he's gonna eat a boot though.
KO bounced right back up.
He just no-sold that boot.
No signs of fatigue whatsoever to Kevin Owens. And Gunther,
Yeah, I do think KO's winning here.
like a
If
beaten man here.
And now Bálor with a kick to Kevin Owens, stunning him on the top rope.
Bálor with that other
KO and Punk would go crazy.
All of that and perhaps more tonight to secure #1 contendership here.
And trying to hook KO, and KO looking to block. And now look at that. Down.
you can't superplex KO, you should know this.
Sami Zayn now into the fight. Sends Kevin Owens out to the floor.
gonna
Sami
steal it.
looking to pick the bones of Bálor. And
Yeah, Sami tried to steal there.
Not a millisecond away from Sami Zayn.
Gosh, all right, what are we thinking now, ladies and gentlemen?
#1 contender slot to win his championship.
Ryan said he's
here's the deal. Stop complaining.
got KO.
Moaning about this and win the damn thing, Sami.
Oh,
Shut up your
the crowd has turned on Sami. There's too many favorites in the ring now.
And Sami now has Bálor perched on the top rope. Always the victim.
Yeah, he has always been the victim. Infraction.
Okay, in fairness to Sami, this was a one-on-one match with Bálor. And now it's a fatal four-way with Gunther and KO. If Sami was ever justified, oh,
Off the apron to the floor.
Finn took a hard landing. If Sami was ever justified
Take out Sami Zayn.
in complaining, it's now.
Sami got the knees up and it caught Owens in the neck. The surgically repaired neck of Kevin Owens as
Oh.
he came down with a swanton. And now the official, Ryan Tran, checking on Owens and backing Sami off.
Get out the way, referee. Let Sami finish.
Oh, I hope this ain't legit.
Sami,
It's not. It's
trying
not.
to show some
Okay.
compassion, but he realizes now
I got nervous there.
Owens is in position.
Gunther's there though.
No time for compassion here. Oh, God.
Gunther now with a sleeper. A sleeper by Gunther.
The move that
He's
finished
got the sleeper in.
last night.
And Bálor now
But Finn,
Bálor with a
coup de grace to Sami.
Bálor, will he become the #1 contender? Go, post it up with a right hand.
God, just fingertips to the head of Finn Bálor, and that was
Gunther
2.9.
almost did not get there in time.
Look at this on a Sami Zayn who's getting choked out.
That was like,
Protect himself.
they're not even going to show the replay because he might not have got there.
Ring general.
What an incredible way.
That
to
was
start off
insane.
SummerSlam Sunday. Bálor and Zayn and Gunther. And yes, folks, Kevin Owens a part of this fatal four-way.
Yeah, KO's
Part of the fatal four-way. We've not
out
seen
on the
much of
outside.
since that attack to the neck.
Gunther.
Now Gunther, Bálor, pinning combination here. And Gunther's got to release the hold.
KO's back.
Kevin Owens back in the fight. Super kick to Gunther. That may have knocked out a tooth. Stunner to Bálor.
Stunner.
Gunther now, looking for the sleeper.
Stunner.
God, Kevin Owens just on a different level here.
Went for the
Oh,
stunner.
went for another one, but Blue Thunder Bomb.
By Sami.
1,
For the
2.
win. Kevin
KO has to kick it to.
Just
The pace of this matchup.
The self-proclaimed working class hero, Sami Zayn. Familiar to millions is Sami Zayn, a leader towards ride or dies. The salt of the earth.
Sami now.
Looking for the haluva kick, and Kevin Owens.
Oh, he's gonna eat a super kick.
Sami stunned. KO.
Got her. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens stuns Sami, stuns the world, and is now your #1 contender for the Undisputed title. Wow. Just like that. KO is back. And hits the stunner on Sami for the win. That's definitely going to be a talking point. Because now Sami's going to feel like he was screwed by his best friend. Which has happened on a number of occasions in the past. I actually kind of feel for Sami now.
Fight! Owens! Fight!
KO is back. I might have to switch shirts now. I might have to break out the KO shirt. See, I didn't even like. I mean, we kind of floated the idea of KO coming back, but I didn't think it was to be in the match. What a wild start. Yeah, can I count that as being correct?
On August 7th, comedy makes a comeback. This guy's actually kind of cute. Super Troopers 3, rated R, August 7th. One unforgettable night, and wherever you're watching, DoorDash delivers the moment. DoorDash, official delivery partner of WWE. When the bell rings, it's time.
Absolute insanity here to start off SummerSlam. And I said, you know, night 1 being as good as it was, night 2 was really going to have to start off with a bang. And I think we've accomplished that, to say the least. I'm going to try to get these clips uploaded before, or like during, you know, segments like this, commercial breaks and things like that, so I can be more present during the actual matches. It was just that happened before the match had even started. I wanted to get my my genuine, like, in the moment reactions out there. Somebody pointed out yesterday, I noticed where it says commercial break, we'll be right back. They actually spelled commercial wrong yesterday, apparently. And they had to fix it. Which I think is hilarious. People, and like, that's things that, like, I wouldn't even notice. I must not be that analytical. But yeah, if you are just now tuning in to the stream or SummerSlam, you missed some stuff. So Gunther was added Sami to the Sami and Finn match, and so was KO, who ended up winning said match. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to start off. SummerSlam. And yeah, now we're getting Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin, which I do have Trick Williams retaining here. I don't know if Baron Corbin is destined for a title, but I don't think he's going to win one here tonight. He might still be in that conversation post SummerSlam, but I could be wrong. He could come out with the win, but Corbin may or may not be there to put guys over like a Trick Williams, like a, Mello potentially, and maybe even Oba. Maybe we get to Corbin and Oba at some point. I do think we're getting to Cass and Oba at some point in the future. Could be near future, as Cass is making his return tomorrow, as they've been announcing for the last few weeks now. Which it's gonna be weird seeing Cass without Enzo, especially on WWE TV. I know Enzo had his issues within the company, so that could be a reason that at least it's not being advertised that Enzo's coming back with Cass. Maybe he still does potentially, but yeah, what a start to SummerSlam. I'll try not to plug my channels too much throughout the course of the stream here, but if you are new over on Twitch, we are trying to reach affiliate status, so if you could give a follow, that would be greatly appreciated. Your name will pop up somewhere. I think it's over here, and I'll give you a nice little shout out. Very much appreciate all the support that's been shown over on Twitch. I know it's kind of a harder platform to show up organically, so that's why I kind of rely on my short form content and getting my my reactions out there, just so more people are aware of my Twitch streams. Same thing over on YouTube. Appreciate everyone who has tuned in for SummerSlam yesterday, SummerSlam today, and any of my other streams. We are planning on being back tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. There's gonna be a lot of talking points over on Raw and SmackDown this week. So yeah, appreciate all the support over on YouTube. Consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting like on the stream, and just hopping in the chat, letting me know you're here. Let's get the conversation going. Let me know what you thought about that last match. Let me know what you think about Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin for the U.S. title. Yeah, KO versus Punk is happening. It's just a matter of when. I know Saturday night's main event. Well, that's still like a month, or Sunday's night main event. That's still like a month plus out, I believe. So I don't know if they're gonna want to run it before then or wait until then. So. But yeah, here we go. Trick and Baron coming your way.
Against the returning Baron Corbin here at SummerSlam.
I wish Corbin would have came back to his old music. I mean, this music's not bad, but he could have came back to I Bring the Darkness, or even Burn the Ships. Is that what it's called? This man used to have a full head of hair. Fun little tidbit for you if you didn't know that.
This is a much different Baron Corbin than
Yeah, we're gonna get our first look here to see if Corbin's here to have a title reign or if Corbin's here to put guys over. Because Trick could be first on that list if he gets the win here. As far as Corbin putting guys over. Of course, Corbin, I think, deserves his flowers at this point in the game. It's great to see him back.
Corbin is a part of JBJJF. That is a jiu-jitsu. He's part of the Masters program.
Great to see Corbin back in WWE.
And he's won over 20 gold medals. Yeah, just adding to that legitimacy he already had. The size, the Golden Gloves boxing background, championships.
Lil Yachty has his own entrance now.
Maybe one more imminently.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the self-proclaimed best man to ever breathe, Lil Yachty.
That's right, baby. Minnesota, what's the deal?
We haven't seen Yachty in a couple weeks.
Baby, I'm gonna keep it real. All right, look. I ain't gonna take up too much time. Look, I'm sending somebody 6'5", 250 pounds your way. All right, make some noise for my dog, Trick Williams.
There's the man himself. Let's talk about it. That's Trick. That's the champ. That's Trick Willie. That's the US champ.
Trick Williams won the United States Championship from Sami Zayn back in WrestleMania. He enters his first SummerSlam tonight.
I know, he was, well, he was one of those that was on my radar. Of course, there were reports that he was in Minneapolis for the weekend, but he was already supposed to be there for the SummerSlam takeover or whatever. So, you know, it was always kind of in the back of my mind. But I didn't think it was like, you know, a sure thing to happen. I certainly didn't think he was going to be a part of the match. If anything, I thought maybe he could like cost Sami or, you know, somehow get involved, but no, he straight up was in the match and won it.
And here we go. And Williams going right after Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin has attacked Williams in recent weeks. Trick Williams has not forgotten that. Face first goes Corbin. And a kip up by the United States champion. I was going to say, does he have the substance to contend with an oversized, hard-nosed fighter like Baron Corbin? And the answer apparently
That would have been cool. After throwing Gunther in the match, like yesterday didn't happen. Yeah, Aldous could have just inserted himself as well. I thought Orton potentially.
when he was away from WWE. Well, all of his attacks thus
But it seems like Orton and Cody is going to be the clear direction for the both of them. So.
problem here is the guard is firmly
But yeah, quite the start to SummerSlam.
to defend that title. Official Jason Ayers going to have
And it had to be after last night. Yeah, Randy returning last night, I thought he could potentially have been one of the ones added to the Fatal 4-Way.
highly skilled but
But yeah, I think him and Cody is going to be its own story without the title. It'll give Cody something to do before he's, you know, ultimately thrown back into that title picture.
tonight. Corbin will need to pin or submit Trick Williams to win the title. I mean, you've got to be very careful messing around
Was this a no DQ match?
like this and
Did I miss that part?
Rolled into the ring to break the count. Maybe get away from that table, whatever was getting cooked up by Trick Williams, but now back on. Did you expect to see Corbin on the retreat early on in this match? I certainly did not, but I did.
Is Corbin all right?
Trick Williams to come out the blocks hot, and it's really
So,
rocked.
why? I'm so confused. Deep six on the outside. So there's countouts, but no DQ? Yeah, that the Randy wink into the camera has become an instant reaction clip, as it should be. It was hilarious. Yeah, so seemingly there are countouts, but no DQs because Trick got a table out? I'm very confused. So does that mean Yachty can also get involved?
That deep six on the floor that you brought up, Colin. Oh God, it really has turned things around now on that cranium straight.
Yeah, Corbin taking it to Trick on the outside now. Oh. Gosh, that Brie Bella injury on the steps was brutal. Yeah, Zilla's another one of those names that I've seen floating around. But Zilla's, I mean, his name's been floated around since forever. Even when the original Bloodline stuff was going on. So Zilla is just, I mean, I never know. Roman just might win clean tonight, and that's how it ends. Because I think, you know, it's kind of like what Roman's been saying. A Roman win, like Roman has to beat Seth, so it could just be something he does on his own. Yeah, Big Cass is officially returning to Raw tomorrow night. They've advertised that for a couple weeks now on the show. We will be live tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw. And you can't teach that. That's absolutely right. Trick's been busted open.
There is no flash. There is no style to Baron Corbin. It's pure and simple, old school, meat and potatoes.
Yeah, I kind of got into that a little bit before the start of the show. Enzo hasn't been advertised. I know he had his issues with WWE in the past, so it'll be interesting to see if Cass is just on his own or if Enzo will be with him.
Look at this way. The aggression in Baron Corbin tonight as he is beating the hell out of the United States.
Big Cass versus Oba is going to go crazy at some point. Could get Corbin versus Oba at some point.
To try and navigate, and these are part of the learning curves for newer superstars such as Trick Williams. Everything has gone right since he got called up from NXT, but he may be hitting a brick wall here tonight.
Yeah, I forget about Omos he's been over in AAA. Corbin's just been in total control for the last few minutes. That table's still in position. Over on that side, I believe. Oh, it's all the way over. It's over further. I'm just so confused.
Straight to the eyeballs. And the official warning Corbin a little bit of leeway here in this title match.
I didn't get a good look at Trick to see where he's listed. Uh-oh, Corbin putting his hands on Yachty now. Yeah, I think Roman versus Oba is probably the most logical choice. Yachty's got the trick stick. And Corbin's suddenly on the retreat.
I mean, the last thing Baron Corbin wants is to get a disqualification victory here and not win the title, Cole. I don't blame him.
I thought we were about to get a trick shot. Yeah, so in theory, can Yachty get involved if this is a no DQ match? I'm still so confused.
And that was a huge mistake by Corbin getting involved with Yachty. And that distraction has completely turned it around now. A couple of those spinning heel kicks by Trick, and then the bookend. Cover. Hook of the
Bookend.
I would have loved to hear how Booker T called that move.
Was this made a no DQ match on SmackDown? Did I miss that part? Can somebody verify? Or did they just decide that it was a no DQ match out of nowhere? Yeah, I mean, we'll roll with it. I feel like that table's going to come into play at some point. The trick stick might as well.
On his shoulders. Powerful dude picking up Baron Corbin like that.
Corbin raking the eyes yet again. The official did not see it.
That's a cunning veteran tactic. The referee knows something happened, but if you didn't see it, you can't disqualify.
But see, now we're talking about a DQ because of the rake to the eyes.
And from behind, little Yachty with the stick to the back. The official didn't see it. Down goes
What is
Corbin,
happening?
covered by Williams in a
Yeah, the ref didn't see the stick, but he didn't hear the thump sound that it made.
Williams, almost a Death Valley driver right there, and hats off to Corbin.
One of the McFred titles are going to change hands. Yeah, it's going to be Gable. I don't think Corbin wins here.
Managing to kick out.
Yeah, little Yachty thought that was it.
I think Gable for sure is going over, though.
Who's slowly trying to make it back to his feet.
I think we might get Penta in AAA.
That's his reward.
And Trick got caught. Almost went for deep six.
Yeah, went for deep six again.
With a boot drops the champ to a knee.
Both men really clinging on at this point. Both men
Oh.
Went for end of days. Trick ended up on his feet. Caught him.
Oh.
Trick caught him. Cover now on Corbin. And Baron gets the shoulder off.
Corbin barely at 2.
balance and timing from that spinning kick there.
Yeah, Ray Phoenix and Penta. That's what I've been hearing is potentially the next direction for Penta should he lose the title here tonight.
Go to his bread and butter. The trick shot.
Word on the street.
Baron Corbin here. Baron slowly making it to his feet. Oh, nobody home. Corbin wisely rolled out to the apron.
This great vet instincts and baiting in the jab once again.
No clue. No clue on Zilla.
Corbin with his eyes on the United
I don't know if we're going to get a clean, just a clean match with Rollins and Reigns. I think a steel chair is going to get introduced at some point. But Corbin now has the title.
Engaged in a tug of war with Corbin over the championship.
I guess DQ still.
Oh no, Yachty!
Oh.
Sent through the table. Trick pop Corbin. The Corbin
Okay, Yachty was sent through the table. And now
Corbin with the title off the face of Williams. The official
Corbin used the title.
Baron Corbin
End
now.
of days. That's it. We have a new United States champion. Baron Corbin has won the United States Championship.
Well, we knew Baron Corbin was dangerous, but
Wow.
opportunistic.
Hey,
He is a
I can admit when I was wrong,
patience and
but I was wrong.
of all. He has the United States title.
We might get both mid-card staying changing hands tonight.
Wins the United States Championship for the second time in his career. And Wade
Yeah, I don't think Trick's done here, though.
to WWE.
Especially with the way that ended.
Trick Williams have put it to bed with that spinning bomb kick. Not
So it was never a no DQ match. They just bring the table out ultimately for this spot, but
with the hype man himself, Lil Yachty.
I guess there was no plan to actually use it.
Table crashing hard to the floor. And amidst the
But yeah, we have a new
well, that's the opportunity. Baron Corbin needed
United States champion.
with the gold. We'll finish things off
Wow.
with one end of
I love that move. End of Days is one of my favorite finishers.
Williams' U.S. title reign.
So slick.
To the new champ, Baron Corbin.
And there you go. I'm assuming it won't be for title much longer.
A disappointed.
Yeah, the table thing was weird.
Not forget the way.
Like, I guess they were just pulling out the table, but no intentions on actually using it. Very weird. Very weird spot. I wonder if that was something that changed on the fly or was like a last minute decision, because
Honestly, I don't know.
did not feel very organic. in a match that did not have DQs or
You come back.
countouts.
Mushrooms? What? No.
Yeah, Trick could potentially go on to be either in the Money in the Bank ladder match or win it. And or win it.
Champion Rhea Ripley is out indefinitely with an injury. So tonight we will crown an interim WWE.
Is that the next match?
Champion. 5 women compete in the ultra dangerous ladder match. It's next at SummerSlam.
Yeah, if we're cutting to commercial break, I'm gonna have to take a quick break here.
What would you ask? Who will win today? Will it rain tomorrow? Will there be peace this year? Can we predict the future? The people who never stop asking are the ones who find answers.
Is this a polymarket? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break here with this commercial break, and I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I thought surely we were back from commercial. I was wrong. That's crazy. I guess I timed it pretty well.
You gotta earn that title.
I do earn 1.5% cash back on
Oof, this is poor timing. Not the Trick just lost his title.
Because cashback should sparkle.
I got the spark. I had to bling too.
That's your comeback.
Well, that's my cash back.
Yeah, Money in the Bank this year, especially being after SummerSlam, where usually it's before, right? It being so late in the year, very interesting, especially because there's multiple guys now that are in that conversation.
Always fresh. Get flavor delivered to your door at wingstop.com. And by Chase Freedom, the official credit card of SummerSlam. Hey everybody.
Yeah, we're about to get some
Tonight, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett for SummerSlam Sunday and
ladder match.
to the new United States champion Baron Corbin.
Ladder match action for the Interim
He's retooled and he's going to overwhelm a lot
women's title.
with that size and aggression, and crucially, he now holds the U.S. title. Also at ringside tonight, our Spanish
Yeah, congrats to Corbin, new U.S. champ.
Hi guys.
Amigos, seguimos con las emociones de SummerSlam en su segunda noche con la misma pasión y la misma familia hispana al pie del cañón. Nos espera muchísima más acción y no podemos esperar por ver quién va a ascender una escalera. Esa escalera.
Black match. It could be my mic. I don't know if my mic... Does my mic sound okay? I didn't know if I needed to tweak. Sometimes I feel like it's not picking up everything. I need to work on, like, enunciating more because I tend to mumble quite a bit and speak in a very low tone. So especially getting on stream more and trying to make more videos and speak in front of a camera, I'm really working on, you know, speaking louder and speaking more just clear. So. But yeah, Rocky, as an OG over on Twitch, I'm considering you an OG at this point because of how much you are active in the chat and just for how much you keep the conversation going there over on Twitch. When it comes time for me to start thinking about mods, and you know, obviously we're a pretty long ways away from that, but I'm definitely considering you for a potential mod in the future. So keep that in mind if that's something that you'd be interested in doing. But yeah, Undisputed Era, that was one of the first, actually that was one of the first WWE shows I ever went to, was a live event, an NXT live event where Undisputed Era was there and they had signed a bunch of posters, I guess, before the show. And everyone was there, but you'll notice one signature is missing, and that is Bobby Fish. He was injured at the time, so he wasn't at the show, therefore his signature isn't on the poster. Tiffany Stratton. It's a name I haven't really been seeing as a potential winner. I think just because she is the U.S., you know, the U.S. champ. But I don't think they're gonna have Tiffy 2 belt unless, you know, she was meant to lose to Rhea. Yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind when I start. You know, if the chat starts growing and I can't really keep an eye on things or reply to every message, I would definitely appreciate some help. But hopefully we'll keep the growth coming over on Twitch. So. And let me know too, like, would you all be interested in having different kinds of streams over on Twitch? I don't really do anything outside of, you know, streaming WWE shows, but if there was ever a time where I could do like a special stream, whether 2K or AEW or, you know, anything of that nature, I could look into doing different streams when I have the time and when I have the ability to. A Q&A stream, just a Q&A about, like, about me, about wrestling, about something like that. Is everybody going to be wearing purple in this match? So far, we're 2 for 2. We are 2 for 2 on the purple gears. So. Yeah, 2K, I've definitely, that's kind of where I've been on YouTube as far as my long form content. I don't want to be like exclusively 2K. Like I want to be, I want to post just, you know, talking head videos on current affairs in WWE, things of that nature. But I do really enjoy making the 2K videos. The ones I've made so far have been a lot of fun to do. And had I had the time, I would have done like maybe a SummerSlam simulation or something of that nature. But yeah, definitely going to keep the 2K content coming. And Chelsea breaking the tradition of everyone wearing purple. So there you go. Leave it to Chelsea to pave her own way. Chelsea's a name that I've been seeing float around. I've been hearing a lot of Chelsea. I've been hearing a lot of Charlotte. I've not been hearing much Lash. It is interesting though that this is a 5-woman match and not 6. I do think an addition would be kind of strange considering we've had like actual qualifiers to get to this match. But it does leave the room for potential return. I mean, we had, you know, the shock of Gunther and KO being added to the first match. So, what if Aldis comes out once again and is like, oh, we actually have a 6th competitor in the ladder match, and we get like a Naomi or who else could we potentially get from the women's division? I don't really know who else would be potential over on SmackDown. Like, because I don't think Anaya being added here would make much sense. She lost 2 qualifiers by DQ. But speaking of Charlotte, she will be coming out last should there not be any more entrants. And this is my pick to win. I do think Charlotte gets the win here, but let me know who you think is going to win the ladder match for the interim WWE Women's Championship to ultimately go on to face Rhea Ripley whenever she returns. Or that, I guess they'll be calling it Undisputed at that point. The Undisputed WWE Women's Championship. Because you have the interim versus the defending champs. So. Either Charlotte wins here or Charlotte and Jade cost each other, and we get maybe like a surprise, like a Chelsea Green, or maybe even a Lash. I just don't see how we get the Tiffy here with her still having that U.S. title, unless she's just planning on relinquishing it. Because I don't think she's gonna run 2 belts, or she's gonna lose one. I don't think y'all are allowed to keep that row. Here you go, by the way. You know, right on cue, Jade and Charlotte going at it on the outside. Charlotte has the 14 times on her gear. Could potentially become a 15-time champ. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, Chelsea's gonna get it now. Oh. Tiffy and Chelsea both take shots to that ladder by Lash. And you gotta think that's why Lash is in this match. She's in this match to be that powerhouse that's going to do what she just did. And she's not done with Chelsea. Throws Chelsea all the way over the barricade.
I was going to say in the early goings, I expected Tiffany, Stratton, and Chelsea Green to maybe team
Oh
up.
my gosh. Now she might be going for that title.
But Lash Legend simply did not give them that opportunity.
Yeah, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte's gonna meet her.
Down to the ring, making sure Lash Legend didn't have an opportunity
Ooh.
to set up the ladder. I do want to mention Charlotte's gear tonight, dedicated to Scarlett, a young super fan who is battling brain cancer. Sadly, passed away last month. She really bonded with Charlotte Flair, helped Charlotte.
Oh, that's very heartfelt from Charlotte. She's also wearing the, she's got those pink tips, I'm assuming, which are paying homage to one Alexa Bliss. Unless that's just, no, that's not just part of the gear. I'm sure that's its own thing.
Yeah, she's been absolutely superb. I mean, it's a different skill set that you're required.
Yeah, Lash has been dominating here, which you kind of expect.
Lash Legend was simply born with it.
Over the years
Uh-oh.
at SummerSlam, we've got 3 tables, ladders, and chairs.
Now this is a standoff right here.
Including 2 classics. Who'll never forget
Lash
1995, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon,
and Jade
put the ladder match on the map, and then
coming to a head.
Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero battle for custody of Dominik.
Well, just as it looked like we were going to get ourselves a powerhouse.
And Chelsea and Tiffany are about to, oh,
Jade Cargill. There is
maybe not.
sometime tag team from SmackDown. Stratton and Chelsea.
Gonna see this tag team offense that we saw on SmackDown.
And now working to take out Jade Cargill and Lash Legend.
When they both can't win this together, but they can certainly take out 3 other women and make it a one-on-one ladder match.
Well, Tiffany was hesitant in the beginning to befriend Chelsea Green, but she's bought into it now.
Loving this team that Chelsea wanted for so long.
Certainly a little different.
Oh,
Still, when it comes to it,
but
the clock cleaned right.
Jade and Lash put it into that real quick.
And we are back.
It's every woman for herself, but there will be some alliances.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be on the ladder. That would have been insane.
German suplex. Meanwhile, the Queen
Charlotte's up.
Flair on the top rope with a flying cross body.
Yeah, never celebrate too soon in this kind of match.
Charlotte
There's always a fresh
standing alone. Jade's making her way back to her feet.
Charlotte Flair using the ladder as a
Oh,
weapon.
now she goes to the outside.
battering ram. And
What's Charlotte got planned now?
doesn't feel ready to start scaling quite yet, knowing full well there's a lot of fresh legs still in this match.
I wonder what, look at this. Again, Lash Legend powering
Oh, no.
Charlotte up on her shoulders. And Lash now in a military press. And
Oh, thanks for coming, Charlotte.
Lash Legend's partner, Nia Jax, is thinking about Lash being in this matchup.
Well, Nia Jax is absolutely furious because not 1 but 2 qualifying matches of her were blown up with disqualifications thanks to Charlotte Flair.
It's still just very strange to me that they decided to go with 5 in this match.
She's jealous of Lash.
It's a weird number for a ladder match. You would think you would have 4 or 6.
Oh, and a code breaker to Legend as she.
That was like a slow-mo code breaker.
And that's why many call Tiffany Stratton the greatest athlete in WWE of all.
Tiffany and Charlotte, no strangers to one another.
Charlotte and Tiffany with a history as well. If you remember WrestleMania.
I just said that, Cole. I'm 1 step ahead of you. I'll never forget the shoot promo that Tiffany and Charlotte gave each other. Tiffany said she was 0-3 outside the ring. And Charlotte made a comment about Kaiser being in her DMs. Naomi. Yeah, Naomi I think is the most obvious name. Oh. If there is going to be an addition, not an addition to this match, but just someone getting involved. Naomi makes sense. Chelsea, though, alone in the ring. Stephanie, yeah, that's another one. Almost did forget about Stephanie. Although I more so expected Stephanie to be... uh-oh. Oh, no. Jaded on the ladder. Oh my goodness. Jade was all by herself there for a second. I think Stephanie Vaquer made a lot more sense to get involved with Liv and Io. But, I mean, still potentially. At least, like, she could still return and say she's coming after, you know, whoever wins. Or Chelsea took a nasty spot that Jaded onto the ladder. Yeah, I feel like Naomi had her baby earlier in the year. I don't know what a timetable for her return would look like, but that's just a name I've seen floated around. Which, I mean, we've already had 2 returns. If we don't get any more returns the rest of the night, I mean, I don't know how many returns we're expecting, but I think 2 is already a pretty solid. Is already pretty solid. KO and Randy both returning is more. I mean, especially if they're both on SmackDown, that's already a boost that SmackDown is needed. I think Tiffy's about to take a bump. Oh my! Oh my goodness! Tiffy's dead. Oh, don't keep showing it. Oh my gosh. Tiffy got destroyed. And now Charlotte. Jordan Grace, yeah. Charlotte is in a precarious position. Oh. They almost dropped. Oh. Oh my. Lash has dominated here. Ilya Nakamura. Good question. Good question.
Lash legend looking to win her first singles championship in WWE.
Lash has looked great here. As a last minute, you know, the last entrant.
Above the ladder. It's going to be hard to grab it as Lash is there, but she can't now. She finally gets her hands on it.
Tiffy.
Now on the other side. I mean, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't when you're moving those ladders around. It just eats up valuable time, but you have to get it in the right position, and that title oscillating wildly above the competitors here. And now Lash looking to drag Stratton down off the top of the ladder. Oh, Tiffany in trouble. Lash
Is Tiffy going to take another? Oh, I was about to say. Is Tiffy going to take another massive bump? What is she lining up here? I feel like the ladder's further away from the title now than it was. Something's happening. Chelsea! Oh my! Everyone's down. Chelsea! Chelsea, it's your moment. Everybody's down. Go for it. Go for it. No one's there. Oh my goodness. B-Fab and Meechin. No. Chelsea's been screwed. Chelsea's been screwed. So it's just Jade now. It's just Jade now. Okay, if this is how this ends, we've been on a positive streak. We've been on a positive streak, but it can't end like this. Charlotte. Okay. Charlotte's taking care of them too. Cargill's still climbing the ladder. Charlotte there to meet him. Imagine Chelsea still wins this. Oh my gosh, we're about to get all of them up there. Watch Chelsea still win this. Okay, them two have been wiped out. Yeah, Jade is right there. Fingertips on the title. And Charlotte. These two are just going to cost each other. Oh my gosh, it's still going to be Chelsea. These two are about to wipe each other out. They've wiped each other out. Chelsea! It's gonna be Chelsea! She's there! Chelsea Green is the champ! The interim women's champ! It's Chelsea Green! Wow. Deserved. Wow. Yeah, once Rhea comes back, it's all for naught. But Chelsea is champ. Let's just focus on that until Rhea gets back. She's not beating Rhea, but she is champ for now. Wow, good for her. Even if it will be short-lived. Good for her. Hey, Matt Cardona was reported to be in Minneapolis ahead of SummerSlam. Reported by Matt Cardona himself. Gosh. Tiffany took some spots this match.
The Storm, Jade Cargill with a vicious beatdown. Jade Cargill then taking out Lash legend and Tiffany Stratton, leaving it down to Jade and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, once the first ladder had gone and you saw the second one being, you knew that it was going to be Chelsea anyways. She's just laying there. She was the only one left. Wow. And see, like, this could have just... I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. Last thing I will say. This could have just been for the title. The relinquished title. Rhea could have came back, got her rematch, got her title shot, and became champ again. This could have just been straight up for the title, because now there's always going to be that lingering thought of well, she's just the interim champ.
And explore the catalog of premium content you can't find anywhere else. Congratulations on being the first to experience the epicenter of fandom. This is Club WWE.
But you know what? We're just going to appreciate that moment for what it was.
From t-shirts and apparel to replica championships and even Danhausen human monies.
Because we like to see, we like to keep positive around here. Sometimes I feel like I keep a little too positive around here. But you know what? This match is gonna be insane. Okay. If you've watched any Danhausen segment, now's the time that we suspend disbelief and we just have a good time. I believe the IC match is after the Human Money's on a pole. Right, because we're... Are we 3 matches in or 4 matches in? We're just 3 matches in, right? So we have the world title match, we have the IC title match, and then we have Human Money's on a pole. Yeah. I think I said them in reverse order, but you get what I'm saying. We are moving right along, which tells me that I think Gable and Penta are going to get a significant amount of time, and you knew that Rollins and Reigns were going to get a significant amount of time. I wouldn't be surprised if that match goes longer than Punk and Cody did. Yeah, right on cue. Yeah, I definitely think those matches are going to have some room to breathe. Yeah, I do think so far that match was definitely match of the night. Ladder matches are always fun. Especially, you know, the storytelling that took place in that match. I very much enjoyed it. It wasn't too long. It didn't drag on. It did what it needed to do. Everybody did what they needed to do. Lash dominated. There were some crazy spots. Do I think Brock is done? I personally do think Brock is done. It's weird because he didn't like outright, like there was no like official like this is the final moment. He did say he was the past and Oba was the future, which could imply that he's done. I've heard he could be back for Saudi Mania, but I think never say never when it comes to Brock. Triple H kind of said on the post show last night, you know, Brock does what Brock wants. I think Brock was a big reason why that match was main event. I think Brock got a lot of say in that. But yeah, never say never with Brock. But I think last night could very well have been it. Yeah, it was weird seeing him with elbow pads. I agree. I think that was because he was supposed to go onto the planks. Which that spot was a little interesting. I don't know if... Which I'd have to go back and really analyze it. I don't know if Oba missed that spot or if Oba, just out of respect, out of, you know, not wanting to injure Lesnar, whatever it was, just decided ultimately to not throw him onto the planks. Because I do think that's part of why the elbow pads were there, is because he was supposed to go onto those planks. But because he does make a little motion, like he looks over at the planks after Oba hits that fall from grace. But ultimately, I think he was supposed to go on the planks, and he did not. Yeah, 3 matches down, 3 matches to go, I believe. Yesterday ended about, was it 9:15-ish Eastern? So, I mean, we got what? Gosh, we still have, we're only an hour and 20 minutes in if you really think about it. So Gable, Penta, and Roman, Seth, I think could both get easily 30 minutes apiece. And then however long this Human Money's on a Pole match lasts. Gosh, Roman Seth could go 45. I don't know if they can tell that story for 45 minutes, but the Kevin Owens call is crazy. Also, I'm going to have to be right back. Sorry for taking another break, but I'll be right back.
Still get goosebumps after the return of Kevin Owens tonight. Well, from the ring to real life, Minute Maid and WWE are here to help you bring the juice when the day tries to tap you out. Well, folks, it's happening, and it's next. Human Money's on a pole.
In the critically acclaimed The Curse Father, Danhausen, alongside Danhausen, settled the score over the missing human monies.
A slam dunk choke slam! And a win!
But just when he thought he was out, they pulled him back in.
Where is our money? I told you I don't have it.
I'm JD here. Break your jaw so we don't have to hear any more of your stupid little curses.
Dominik and his associates tried to take out the Danhausen.
Give us our money! Never!
As tensions rise, a new arrangement is made.
Human Money's on a pole? Yes, haven't you?
I should have known we weren't ready for the match yet. We're showing, at least it's the video package for the match. Also, Zevia, sponsor me. Sponsor me, because I drink these a lot. Try to cut out basically all forms of soda. And Zevia is basically a soda replacement. It's got stevia in it. So it's a good sugar replacement, especially if you're not sensitive to stevia. Some people will say, you know, it gives them gut issues, digestive issues. I personally have no issues with it. And I mean, when you haven't had like a Coca-Cola in a very long time, then this kind of, I mean, it does the job. So, not sponsored, obviously, but I need a Zevia sponsorship, and I need a Liquid Death sponsorship, because that is my new energy drink of choice. Because I'm also trying to cut out energy drinks. So here we go. Human Money's on a pole match. I don't think there's ever been a Human Money's on a pole match before. Can someone confirm or deny? There's probably been a Money on a pole match, so I guess technically this match has happened before. I'm sure they've had a Money on a pole match. That's very Vince-like. I feel like that's very early days. Like this match, this stipulation has had to have happened at some point. So Dom could have just taken that money and ran, right? He didn't even need to have the match.
Nice job on that bag, guys. This match is presented by Minute Maid.
Like theoretically, he could have just grabbed the money and ran.
Look, Cole, here's the deal. This really should be a police matter. Dom is a victim of grand larceny. but we don't deal with things like that.
And this is an interesting spot for Dom, right? Because this year especially, the crowd has really gotten behind him. But if he wants to squash that and just go back to being a diabolical heel that everyone boos, putting him up against a guy like Danhausen is probably a good way to do that. If he ultimately just destroys Danhausen here, just makes a mockery of him, then, yeah. So I'm assuming this is no DQ, right? They can just do whatever. Cat house. I should have done the whole. No, I'm not doing face cam again. That was a one-time deal. Ryan was there; he can attest to it. I wore Danhausen paint to SmackDown, and I had it on my face for like 11 plus hours, and I could barely move my face muscles. By the time I had taken it off that night, I still felt like I couldn't move my face. So maybe a Danhausen mask would have been a better option. It's probably what I would do moving forward. I do like the gear. I like both gear. Both guys' gear looks pretty sick. Uh-oh. Dan in position for the 619 already. Too early. Yeah, like all joking aside, Danhausen is actually really good in the ring. I get that like his character is goofy and it is what it is, but when you just focus on his in-ring ability, like he's pretty good. I think that just gets overshadowed by how goofy he is.
This is what happens when rank amateurs who are failed theater kids try to step in the ring with
Calling him a failed theater kid is crazy. Yeah, that was a massive clothesline from Dom.
One of the most popular wrestlers on the planet today. Dominik Mysterio, second rope, trying to grab the money. Human money.
It's just money. What's the humor? Who else has money other than humans?
Danhausen has Danhausen money. Haven't you been on WWE?
Yeah, the Danhausen dollars that you can buy off of WWE shop. That is what. Look, listen. I'm wearing a Danhausen shirt, right? So I've been a victim of the Danhausen marketing, but I'm not gonna buy Danhausen monies using my monies. If you choose to make that decision, like that's a personal decision. But come on now. He hit him with the triple D. The Danhausen death drop.
Danhausen trying to crawl his way to the corner. And it would be so great if Danhausen won this.
It's only a matter of time before
and end this farce once and for all.
JD.
Oh, look who's here.
You can't. Come on now. I've been watching this for too long. So now, like this match is not gonna go on for much longer. We're gonna get mini Hausens potentially. What a moonsault, by the way. Just a casual moonsault from JD. The mini Hausens. Yeah, so 4 mini Hausens is equivalent to like 1 JD if you count the forehead. Uh-oh. Maybe not. Oh my. Oh my god. Yeah, JD is wrecking shop destroying the Mini-Housens. Oh!
Look at that. Nice takedown. Oh God, it's the Mini-Hausen with skill. I've seen this one before.
Fighting back. It's a Mini-Hausen with skill. Wow. What a headbutt.
He's been hiding in plain sight.
What a tornado DDT.
What did you call him? Burrito Hausen. Rings a bell. And, what do these guys do? They can't take the money. Well, I don't think they're trying to do that. Maybe they are. I mean, if they take the money, does that count?
Are the Mini-Housens gonna grab the money? No, Dom's there. Dom's there.
It's supposed to be nice. There's $100 grand on the line, Michael Cole. And these Mini-Housens have infiltrated a WWE ring once again.
And look at from the top rope, Dominik Mysterio thought he wiped everyone out.
There's one left, Dom.
But not quite.
Oh my God. Dom's been wiped out. What a dive.
The nasty landing for Torito Hausen. Rocked himself at the
Torito Hausen.
That little guy is a human cheat code.
And look at Danhausen now.
Dan's alone in the ring.
Dragging himself to the corner, looking to win the match and save the money.
Stop him.
Danhausen, oh,
JD with the big head of his.
Drilled right on the jaw.
That looked like that video out of Yellowstone a few weeks ago. And McDonough now driving Danhausen out of the ring to the floor.
I mean, you can't complain of McDonough being out here with all these Mini-Housens running around.
Oh, the Mini-Housens put up a good fight, but
It so happened that the Mini-Housens were hiding under the ring. Is that right? No, it was a plan, all a plot.
we're back to 2-on-1 again. But here's Joe. Thanks for coming, JD. Oh.
Nobody said his name. He just came out here to steal the money himself.
And now Joe Hendry trying to get Danhausen into the ring.
Very Scottish.
Dom's trying to make his way back into the ring, too.
Scottish. And Danhausen and Dominik Mysterio both into the ring. Same time. Both and Dominik now with a kick to the face. Dominik looking to climb the ropes.
Dom's going for the money.
Intercepting from behind.
Things are getting a little frazzled at this point.
Oh, they're going to meet each other at the top.
Close to that bag of dosh.
Danhausen up top. Dominik
Oh.
shots to the midsection.
Dan, not where you want to be.
Dominik trying to get his hands on the human.
You are cursed. Oh. The pyro malfunction. Dan's alone. Danhausen wins the human monies. Danhausen, still undefeated, wins the human monies. Wow. Danhausen is still undefeated in WWE, has knocked off Dominik Mysterio at SummerSlam.
Oh no, they're not going to do another concert, are they?
Please no. I love the guy and Joe. That concert was something.
Was quickly stifled by the aggressive JD McDonough. Those guys are going to be feeling.
Yeah, JD just, he's got a vendetta against the Mini-Housens. There's no reason to be body slamming and choke slamming them with that much authority.
Causing maximum chaos until Joe Hendry appeared, clad with a guitar. And nobody should smash guitars like that. They're very valuable items, but not as valuable as the bag of money and the curse that tugged down Dirty Dom Mysterio and the miscreant. Danhausen steals the cash again.
Here's some advice for JD McDonough and Dominik Mysterio. Just give up.
Just be done with it. Let Danhausen have his fun. Hey, wait a minute.
He's giving away the human monies. Yeah, that match, I mean, it did what it needed to do. Nothing too crazy. I'm assuming these are, like, not real dollars.
Wait, are these those Danhausen box from WWE.com, or is this the real deal? I think it's the real deal because the referee just pocketed one. You know, if I got some money now, it would be my first SummerSlam payday.
Okay, cool.
Here, we're your biggest fans. Yes, there you go. Yes, look at this.
Oh my gosh, he's giving him to Cole and Barrett.
100 human monies. 100 human monies.
Cole's going crazy. I think there are actual, some of those are actual bills. Like dollar bills. Gotta love it. So yeah, we are like blowing through this card. Yeah, I think the only real dollars in there were $1 bills. I think the rest were just Danhausen dollars. Which is funny if you think about it, that even if Dom had won, he was going to win mostly Danhausen dollars. Yeah, so we've been like blowing through this card, which tells me they really are going to give they're going to give these next two matches a lot of room to breathe. Alice, thank you for stopping in. The last game, like the last match, it was Danhausen beating Dominik Mysterio by grabbing the human monies on a pole. Yeah, I'll be interested to listen to Vic Joseph. I don't know, are Vic Joseph and Booker T, they're going to be doing like the weekly shows too, or is it just for the PLE? Gosh, this is going to be, on paper, right, this should be match of the night without a doubt. Now, will it be? You know, it's got some delivering to do. Okay, I'm muting this, because if you haven't seen this ad, I think it was Con Man that was talking about this ad. They used to be a lot more subtle about things like this. But I'm just going to not even... I'm just not even going to play this ad out loud. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, it's over. Ad is over. But yeah, it has been a pretty solid show. I still would slightly give the edge so far to night one. Obviously, we have two matches that could potentially sway my view. But yeah, which match do you think has been the match of the night? I just realized something. Which it's a very minor detail, but the logo I have is SummerSlam Minneapolis, but it's actually being dubbed SummerSlam Minnesota. So that's interesting. You're good, Rocky. I've had a couple facility breaks, so I completely get it. Chance at non-AAA match of the year, like solely WWE match of the year candidate. Yeah, like I don't want to overhype this match any more than it already has been, in the slight chance that it underdelivers. But yeah, we're talking match of the night potential, match of the weekend potential, match of the year potential. So yeah, not to put any pressure on them too. You caught AAA when you got a flat tire. I see what you did there. I think we mean AAA. Yeah, so everybody in chat, let me know night 1, night 2. With 2 matches left on night 2, which night has been the better night? 1 for night 1, 2 for night 2. Which it might be a little bit premature. I may have to ask again at the end of the night. Yeah, appreciate all the support, everybody, for hanging out. If you're new over on Twitch, we are trying to reach affiliate status. So consider hitting that follow button. Your name will pop up on screen. I'll give you a nice little shout out. I appreciate each and every one of you that tune in. And as you can tell, being such a small channel, I like to engage with each and every comment that I see. I try to keep tabs on what everybody's saying. Hausens and Hendry name be if they went for the tag titles. I mean, probably just like Hendry Hausen or something. Like, we don't have to get too creative with it. But yeah, if you are new over on Twitch, consider hitting that follow button. If you are new over on YouTube, we have passed the threshold of 1,100 subscribers. We are onwards to 1,500, potentially 2,000. So yeah, consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting like and share on the stream. We got 2 matches left to go. Truth and Hausen routine, the cursed truth. Yeah, I think Truth and Hausen would be kind of cool. If Truth wasn't already there with Priest. But yeah, I take great inspiration from guys like Santi Zap and Conman, guys like that. So I would love to be able to do something like a subathon one day, kind of like how Conman has done for past year WrestleManias and I believe SummerSlam this year. So yeah, we have that goal to affiliate status, and maybe, you know, once we hit affiliate status, we'll give some sort of affiliate launch subathon or affiliate launch stream where I go live for, you know, however long. And yeah, so appreciate all the support once again. Just trying to fill the time before we get back to the action here.
Go to WWE.com/clubWWE and become a member. Hey, the legends are here tonight at SummerSlam. How about the Killer Bees? Jim Brunzell,
The Killer Bees. Vaguely familiar with the two.
SummerSlam tonight. The model weight is here. Rick Martel. Spraying a little arrogance around.
Yeah, Rick Martel.
From right here in Minnesota, the great Greg Gagne is here.
Greg Gagne.
A wrestling legend here in Minnesota, and of course, one of the all-time greats, Molly Holly. Fluttering up to the Minnesota crowd.
Molly Holly.
Hey, Wheatley American Vodka and WWE are proud to be joined tonight by Master Sergeant Shane Triska from Minneapolis St. Paul Joint Air Reserve Station here in Minnesota. Wheatley raises a glass to Master Sergeant Shane Triscoe.
Shout out Shane Triscoe.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Shane, for your service.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota has been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, this match is gonna go crazy.
Looking to win a title from Penta.
I don't even think you can overhype this match. You know, Gable's got that purple on. We're gonna do the big pop. I almost thought Penta would give Gable the champion entrance, but he stays the 10 at the Intercontinental title. Got his whole family there.
His kids in the front row told me earlier today his mom and dad, his brother and sister, his nephews, his in-laws are all here tonight to watch Chad Gable attempt to win his first singles championship in WWE.
Oh, that's like a Vikings thing, isn't it? This is like a Vikings thing.
To talk about in this matchup, including the pressure that is on this young man performing here tonight. We're going to get into all of that in just a moment as Chad Gable looks to feed off this crowd here in Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's not a crowd who came here to see Chad Gable attempt to win the Intercontinental title. They came to see him win the Intercontinental title.
But don't forget about his, almost said his challenger, the champion, coming into tonight. Pretty popular in his own right. I was hoping that would help with the blur. Yeah, like you don't want to cheer. You don't want to cheer against Penta, but he's just in a spot tonight where you kind of have to. We can cheer for Gable and not necessarily against Penta. How about that?
Championship by beating Dominik Mysterio back in early March. In his career, he is 2-0 against Chad Gable.
You mean you're my Penta strut? Hold up.
Very first match here when Penta arrived on the scene in WWE. Penta also caused the shoulder injury that cost Chad Gable
Okay, I'll stop.
nearly a year of his
I don't got enough room. Like,
Chad Gable not being
here is where I normally sit
forced him to Mexico on this quest to
on stream. This is how far I am from the wall. So, I don't have much room to maneuver. I can barely spin around. I'm gonna hit my mic. So, I can't be doing a lot of strutting. Oba strutting, Penta strutting. I was trying to do my Finn Bálor impression earlier. That almost ended poorly. I love his entrance, though. It's one of my favorite entrances in all of WWE. Penta's had the title for 153 days. Yeah, it's been quite the reign. That's what I'm saying. Like, a loss here doesn't hurt Penta because he's already had an incredible reign. And it's just Gable's time. And his 10th title. His 10th and probably final.
The Intercontinental Championship, which has played such a huge role in the lore of SummerSlam. 91, Minnesota's Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart. 92, Bulldog and Hart in Wembley. 1995, Shawn and Razor in a ladder match. 98, Triple H and The Rock in a ladder match.
All right. Time to settle down, sit back, relax. Because these next two matches, we are in for a treat.
So Wade, let's talk pressure. There is a ton of pressure on the shoulder of Chad Gable here tonight.
It's matches like these, which we haven't seen the match yet. So like I said, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But it's matches like these I would show somebody who's trying to get into WWE. I'm not going to show them a Danhausen, Dom, Human Money's on a pole match. That's not how I'm going to reel them in. I'm going to show them a match like this. You know, I think there's room for both. Don't get me wrong. I very much enjoyed, you know, that match. But this is the match I would show someone if I was truly getting them into WWE. Match like this, a match like Punk Cody, a match like Roman Seth. Those are the types of matches that, you know, Liv Io. Oh, super kick. Yeah, this match is going to be fast paced.
The epitome of a fighting champion who's taken on all comers and beaten all comers. Gable rushing into a backbreaker by Penta.
Yeah, it's more like to the ribs than the back.
Kick out by Gable. Take another look at this flush kick. Bang on the money from Penta.
Right in the mush.
About as well-rounded a fighter as they come.
So are we all in agreement here, chat? Gable over Penta. Oh. Are there any Penta believers out there that thinks this isn't Gable's night? For whatever reason, I'd love to hear it. What a German. Holding on to his best Brock Lesnar impression. Trifecta. I'm pretty sure that used to be a signature on the 2K games for Lesnar. The triple German suplex.
The United States in the 2012 Olympics. Now, you saw Gable go shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Mentioned earlier,
that was interesting.
That had been sustained
it looked like the ref legitimately checked him out and Gable said he was good to go.
PTSD there for Gable. If he tweaked that shoulder again, looks to have shrugged it off now, though.
Yeah, he seems to be good. I mean, he had lots of stuff.
God, how nimble is Chad Gable?
Oh, and a kick as he came down with a moonsault. Penta with a great counter. Cover now by the champ. Hooks both legs. Gable kicks out.
Well, Penta almost had a sixth sense for what was coming there. Knew full well Chad was going to leap with that moonsault and just busted him right on the jaw with a kick. Bang! Pinpoint accuracy and timing from the champ. And this is when it gets interesting, when both men have a couple of knocks on their body. Can they move quite as well as they were in the early goings? Who's going to be affected more?
And the spectacular Penta as Gable gets his boots up. And Gable, nice takedown, looking for an ankle lock here on Penta. Ankle lock, center of the ring. Penta able to send Gable over the top rope into the floor. And now Penta with a tope con hilo.
That was about as high risk as it gets, just about catching Gable.
I just said out a tweet, Gable and Penta has the potential to be match of the year, bar none. And we're already off to a pretty good start.
Penta lives and dies by high risk, as you see here.
Gosh, I hope Gable's okay. He's kind of favoring that shoulder again.
Penta to win the title. On a count of 4, Gable back into the ring. I mean, Gable was trying to hide that shoulder issue a few moments ago in the match. He can't hide it now and he's screaming in agony. And it's affecting Gable.
I mean, they're still going like full speed ahead.
Covered now by Penta. Gable at 2, a near fall.
Penta driver. They're still going full speed ahead, so I guess he is okay.
Bigger questions about Chad Gable and what can he actually do in that ring if that shoulder is as bad as it looks. Are you saying that Penta has realized the shoulder is acted up again? Do we know that? I don't know that 100%. That landing on the outside that really seemed to exacerbate that damage. Penta wasn't actually looking at it, but what's happening is Chad Gable keeps grabbing the shoulder, and that's the tell. And if Penta sees that, he is going to go for
They can't be playing with these injuries. Like, some of them, it's hard to tell if, you know, they're truly injured or not. Like Brie last night. It was clear she was injured. Because when Nikki went on the attack of Paige, Brie kind of like got a few stomps in, but she was just holding her shoulder the whole time. She was clearly supposed to be a bigger part of that heel turn, but wasn't. Yeah, Sheamus unfortunately never got the Intercontinental title. That was the one. Well, I believe that was the one title that eluded him his whole career, and he never got over that. Got over that cliff. So, but yeah, hopefully Gable can come through where Sheamus, you know, fell short. Yep, Gable's been busted open now. I don't know if that had already happened or if that's fresh. Yeah, Sheamus and Claudio, aka Cesaro for those WWE fans, reforming the bar. Uh-oh. Is this the sacrifice? The bad shoulder? Definitely not fully injured. He wouldn't be allowed to do that. Oh, the sacrifice. We are the bar. See, I was supposed to get that in earlier, but there was never a good moment. So I had to throw it in there. Yeah, Gable's in a bad way here. Oh. Oh no, 100%. If I'm Penta, I'm going after it. You gotta defend that title any means necessary. Yeah, he's saying I'm sorry. Like that's not even a heel. That's not even a heel move. Exactly. You can't blame him at all. Rolls through. Ankle lock.
And now it's Penta that's in trouble. Gable sent back to the far corner. Yeah, is that shoulder weakness something that is able to bust out quickly from that ankle lock? Regardless, Penta back on top, but no. And look at Gable, he's got a
an armbar. He's only going to have 4 seconds before he has to break it.
Well, you can't get a tap out from there, but you can hamper your opponent with that move, and it looks like Chad Gable succeeded. That hurt right to the midsection. Yeah, this one's breaking down in a big way now. Both men making minor mistakes that are getting capitalized on.
Uh-oh. Oh! Ouch. German suplex on the apron.
Of course, we know Gable cannot win the title on a count-out. Gable doing anything in his power to take out Penta.
Gable now. Is he going to go for a moonsault? Oh my gosh. A picture perfect moonsault to the outside.
Skills we talked about earlier, as well-rounded as it gets now is Chad Gable, but can he secure the goal here?
Gable could be closing in.
With an opportunity. Gable quickly trying to make it to the top rope. Penta's in trouble. Chad Gable looking to fly here. This is vintage Gable with a
flying headbutt.
Injured his shoulder though. Penta kicks out at 2.
Penta has to kick it too. Yeah, you wonder if he wasn't able to get full leverage because of that shoulder.
This is what set it up, the German suplex on the outside, and this was just a picture-perfect moonsault.
I could be commentator.
Following it up with a beautiful
The amount of times they say word for word what I say. No, I definitely couldn't do their job, especially Cole. I do like barely enough to keep up with commentating on stream, so.
I mean, you can use it, but what's it at? 20% strength. It's almost worthless here. You've got to be able to be creative if you're Chad Gable in this situation.
Gable now back to the apron. Penta from the second row. Mexican destroyer.
Oh my goodness.
But it certainly got some of the back of the head.
Into the cover to retain the championship. Gable able to power out.
Gable has to kick it too. That's still, whether he got all of it or not, that looked insane.
But you see, Chad Gable somehow able to roll through. It might be a sense of perhaps exhaustion in Penta, but it was damn close.
He's calling for it again now. Gable's in trouble. Gable, though, picks the ankle. What's Penta gonna do? Yeah, he's in trouble. He's in the middle of the ring, nowhere to go. Oh, he makes it to the ropes. Gable pulls him back. He taps. Penta taps. Gable has done it. He has won the Intercontinental Championship. Chad Gable is your Intercontinental Champion. Fully deserved. Look how emotional he is, too. Wow. Gable finished his story. Look how much it means to him, too. Look how much it means to him. Gosh, that Mexican destroyer was crazy. Yeah, so I feel like that match didn't go on for too long, but it didn't really need to. As, you know, quickly as these two move.
For those of us who have been along for this decade ride of Chad Gable.
Is Penta gonna bestow the title to him? He is.
For those of us who know what this man has gone through.
What a show of respect.
The changes in his life. The trials and tribulations and the downward spirals. But it finally pays off.
Both mid-card titles changing hands. His whole family's gonna join him. His son. Do they have the same gear? They have matching gear. That's so awesome. His whole family's there. You'll love to see it. So deserved. Now, do we think Gable... Like, I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Gable doesn't ever win a world title, does he? Does Gable ever win a world title? Or is this just... This could be the pinnacle for Gable. I mean, what a moment. Absolutely deserved it.
is Chad Gable.
He's gonna give the promo he gave it.
And I was born, raised, and I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And this is my family who stood by me through the highs and lows, all the way to this moment right now, when I can finally say, I am the Intercontinental Champion!
Absolutely.
How can you not love this?
Yeah, even if he doesn't get a world champ, I think just giving him like a long IC reign, even like longer than Penta at least. Is he chugging mud root beer? What is this sponsor? What a weird spot for a sponsorship, by the way.
¿Están listos para hacer historia, mi gente? They say Triple Mania couldn't get any bigger. They were wrong. For the first time ever, 2 nights, 2 cities, 1 historic Triple Mania. Y por tu increíble demanda, Night 1 moves to the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. And then, the celebration continues in Ciudad de Mexico.
This is Lucha Libre at its best.
Nos vemos en Triple Manía.
So is Triple Mania actually gonna be like a WWE and AAA like cross branded show, or is it still like kind of advertised as just a AAA event? So I'm a little confused by that. Like obviously there's probably gonna be some WWE influences there.
Saturday, September 12th, Ryan Garcia and Carna Ben face off for the welterweight championship at T-Mobile Arena.
It's almost that time, though.
It's a huge Mexican Independence Day weekend in Las Vegas.
It is almost time.
Coming up next, it is our main event.
Main event. We're already here. They might go an hour. Either SummerSlam is ending shorter tonight than last night, or they're giving these 2 an hour.
This country was built for those.
Like that's kind of where we're at now.
We don't wait for opportunity. We create it.
Tonight is the night.
America is the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Incredible.
And as history proves, fortune favors the brave. True power belongs where it started, with us. We the people.
Why did I think that was part of the video package for Seth and Roman? Lindell! Am I saying that right? Oh, is it Lindell? Lindell. Is it Lindell or Lindell? Either way, thank you for tuning in. How is it going? How are you enjoying SummerSlam weekend and specifically SummerSlam Sunday? What a show that it has been so far. Yeah, I think Gable winning there was a pretty a fairly predictable outcome, but it was still enjoyable. The journey to get there was still enjoyable. The story being told in the ring was enjoyable. And the satisfying conclusion of Gable, in fact, winning. I very much enjoyed that performance. And hats off to Penta as well. What a champion that Penta proved to be. Yeah, we're just gonna have to pivot with TikTok. I posted that. I posted the video about me going live over on Twitch and YouTube, and like it legitimately got 0 views. Like I have nearly 1,000 followers over on TikTok, and it didn't get any views. So I think I'm just gonna start. The TikTok over. I made the mistake of posting a lot of the reaction stuff to TikTok, which I did ultimately make a second TikTok account that got banned. That was just reaction content. But yeah, something has happened with my main account where none of my stuff gets pushed whatsoever. Like not even a single view on some things that I post. So I'm probably just gonna scrap that. I do want to be on TikTok because I think that can help grow our audience that we're building here. Rocky, you're 5-0 so far on night 2. Let's see, what am I? I am actually doing pretty poorly. I got the Danhausen, and I got. Well, I guess if we're counting KO, like my initial pick for that match was, yeah, I also changed to KO once he came out. My initial pick was Sami. But if we're counting KO, then I got KO and I got Gable and Danhausen. But I had Charlotte winning. I had Charlotte winning the women's WWE title, and I had Trick retaining. So I'm actually 3-2. Yeah, I did have Trick retaining, so I'm 3-2. So I think I did much better. I think I did much better night 1 predictions than night 2. So let's see. Main event, I got Roman. Who do we got, chat? Main event. Drop your predictions in the chat. Roman Reigns retains or Seth Rollins becomes your new World Heavyweight Champion. A championship he never lost. Yeah, I think our last opportunity for a return is after this match, or possibly during. I probably won't stay live for the post show. I'll probably have it on, but yeah, probably cut the stream off after SummerSlam. Kind of what we did last night as well. No, I'm talking about he won it the last time he won it, right? He never lost. He had to relinquish. That was last year. Right? Am I remembering that right? After he won it back, he had to relinquish due to injury, unless I'm remembering that wrong. Yeah, I don't think I ever lost it. That's weird that restream message popped up. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So I guess this is the most active chat has ever been. Panda Express. Yeah, I had some leftover. We had some local I had a tofu teriyaki. Teriyaki tofu with rice and veggies. It was left over from last night. Me and my wife got some really late last night after SummerSlam, and we had some leftovers we had some leftovers today. Aaron talks wrestling, and I will shout you out. Help you out. Yeah, I'll be sure to give you a follow over on TikTok. I'm probably gonna create a fresh TikTok account. Mine has just had some issues. Of course, my reaction TikTok page got taken down, so I'm gonna create a fresh TikTok, and I'll give you a follow over on there. Let me note that name though, because yeah, we'll have to start fresh. Have to start fresh over on.
Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns every single time.
That's weird. It doesn't archive the Twitch messages. What did you say that name was?
Seth Rollins is the Tribal Chief's #1 hater.
I missed that name.
You do beat me at SummerSlam. You're gonna carry it for a couple months and get hurt again?
Yeah, there was a line about him getting hurt. Aaron talks wrestling.
People just can't handle the pressure and the burden of being the top guy around here.
Yeah, I'll look you up once I get that new account set up and see what we can get. See what we can get going. I sound like a broken record at this point, but final break before this match gets started. I've seen this video package like 100 times, so I'll be right back.
You're #2, always gonna be a #2. I'm #1, always gonna be #1. And just acknowledge it, bitch. I need to beat you.
My brother, I will always love you.
Little brother, I hate you. At SummerSlam, I show you what #1 looks like.
You will never be able to escape the ghost of Seth Rollins.
That was crazy. I heard that. The Shield intro is crazy. Wow. Wow. The way it faded out too. Hold on, I clipped it. Yeah, I was wondering what this was.
He said the white and these colors indicate that he believes his redemption arc is complete tonight. He returned from injury and he was on a path to revenge that was
Hold on, I clipped the end of that.
and the depth of the visionary. Tonight is his rebirth.
I mean, the outfit is one thing, Michael Cole. They're not That was crazy. Shield references to me are far more important. That is a...
I'm not gonna post that since I was like missing for the first 20 seconds of it. But what has happened? No. What has happened? Now is not the time. Hello? Okay, we're back. Ooh, I got nervous there for a second. Yeah, I'm not gonna post that clip because I was like gone for the first 10 seconds of it, and then I slide into frame. Oh. Oh no. Somebody said Rhea versus Chelsea when Rhea returns, and it's the clip of Brock Lesnar versus Kofi for the title. Ouch. Oh no, if he's still under contract, there's no shot. Yeah, no shot if he's still under contract. He's also a champion. He's AEW Continental Champion on the roster page. So yeah, there's no way. Roman making Seth wait. Love the OG theme. Okay, I'm done. Had to get my acknowledgements out of the way. So no way Seth wins here, right, chat? Like, is there a world? Is there a timeline that exists?
It is interesting that the infamous steel chair delivered to Roman Reigns 12 years ago.
And there's 100% a steel chair being used. Wait, who's the ref? Because if it's Charles again... If it's Charles again, you already know. Crap's hitting the fan. If it's Charles, it's over. I didn't see who the ref was. Roman's been champ for 105 days. 11-time main eventer at WrestleMania, and his first one-on-one match since that match against Seth in 2022. First one-on-one against Seth since 2022.
Roman Reigns, of course, had the 4th longest reign as undisputed champion in history at 1,316 days. Behind only Hulk Hogan, Minnesota's own Bob Backlund, and Bruno Sammartino. But he had a lot of help during that reign. In the name of the Bloodline, Wade, Roman Reigns wants this.
That is true. And that's why, like, I don't think a clean Roman win is out of the realm of possibility here. Because that's kind of his MO lately, is trying to do things on his own, trying to prove that, you know, he is who he says he is, who he says he's been all along. And, you know, he's had some questionable tactics in some of his matches, notably against Jacob Fatu. But he could just get the job done on his own here tonight. We don't know.
Two men who have dominated SummerSlam over the last 10 years. Roman Reigns with a record of 7-1.
We're getting at least 30 minutes out of these two. Seth just with his back turned to him. The ultimate disrespect. The mind games being played.
Tonight, he wants to win back the championship he never lost. Let's head up to our ring announcer.
Seth showing him the Shield face mask. Here we go. Seth and Roman. Who do we got? Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins? I got the OTC. Crowd seems fairly split. A lot of OTCs, but also a lot singing Seth's song. And they're just giving the crowd their moment. We haven't even got the introductions yet.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
It is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins.
It does look like his actual ring gear is very much Shield inspired.
From Pensacola, Florida,
Roman's got the championship gold on.
65 pounds. He is the World Heavyweight Champion. The OTC.
So we got OTC versus SSR.
Will be the official of the World Heavyweight Championship match tonight. Roman Reigns told me this week that this is about him proving to the world that he's moved on, that he's matured,
that he's put the shield.
This is what the whole weekend has culminated in.
In many ways, Seth Rollins needs to close this chapter and end his obsession with Roman Reigns as well.
Yeah, to me, Cole, words from both men. Put them aside. All those feelings of resentment, bitterness, brotherhood, betrayal, they're all coming flooding back the second this bell rings.
And we are underway.
Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Shield-inspired ring gear. That vest.
As Seth continues to play mind games with the OTC.
Yeah, I mean, the OTC, as always, a picture of ice cold confidence externally, but you know internally there is just a mania building in his mind right now. And the ghost of Christmas past right there, Seth Rollins, continues to haunt the island of relevancy.
This is our main event of SummerSlam Sunday.
I think he said, "I own you. I always will." You don't stand a chance. I own you. I can't read Romans as good. He said, "Not no more." I know that.
The talking is over. It's time to fight for the world title.
Yep, the time for talking's over.
Big fight feel here tonight at US Bank Stadium in Minnesota.
I peeped the time to see how long they're going to give him here.
Early on.
1, 2, 3. Power was always going to be Roman Reigns' advantage here.
How does Roman keep his championship tonight?
He has to keep the red mist from descending, that neurosis in his head. He has to block it out as best he can. If he gets emotional, if he gets raggedy in there, I promise you Seth Rollins is going to exploit that crack.
It's crazy that it's really been like over 4 years since these two have gone one-on-one. Like 4.5 years. Over 4.5 years.
16-day reign of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, 4.5 years.
It ended because Roman Reigns let his emotions get the best of him at WrestleMania when Seth Rollins came to the ring and allowed Cody Rhodes to win the title. Roman Reigns has never forgotten that night. So if you're Rollins, how do you beat Reigns to win a 7th world title tonight?
You make Reigns come unglued. Look, everyone's aware that physically speaking, very few can match the all-round abilities of Roman Reigns. Although let's face it, Seth Rollins gets a hell of a lot closer than most. What you have to do,
yeah, Roman obviously still has the power advantage. Seth's got the speed.
Rollins with a leapfrog. Went for the side headlock.
Maybe a slight athletic well, I say that maybe from like a mobility standpoint. Sling blade.
Turns it into a sling blade.
And again, a speed, a technical advantage has to go to Rollins. And is
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like from a technical standpoint, Rollins for sure. But from a pure power standpoint,
Two of the most popular, most respected superstars in the world.
Yes, they are, but there is
and they're already doing a great job of telling the story here.
whenever they encounter. And it's completely one-sided in favor.
Rollins goading Roman in.
Reigns missed wildly. Seth Rollins now teeing off on the champion Roman Reigns.
Well, Seth is just baiting Roman in at this point. He's inside the head of Roman, and again, pure.
Oh yeah, he's definitely in his head.
He's been inside the head of Roman most of Roman's career.
Yeah, that's the narrative that's been pushed, is that, you know, Rollins dominates Roman's mind and in the ring. Oh, Roman now picking up the pace.
Roman now, little catharsis temporarily, perhaps.
across the ring, missed wildly. Rollins with a kick right to the knee. Drops Roman Reigns to a knee. Super kick to the face.
And again, Rollins is countering everything that Roman's trying. On this historical
Yeah, nobody knows each other better than these two.
right now, that is how you get in the head of the OTC.
Well, you heard what Rollins said, right? He believes he's the architect of Roman Reigns, that he created the Reigns that we see today.
Well, right now, we are seeing the psyche of Roman Reigns being shattered.
Rollins, nobody home. Roman Reigns uses some quickness and a big jumping clothesline to take Rollins down. Roman now into the corner.
You got Roman starting to show off his power. Not where you want to be if you're Rollins.
And now it's Roman's turn to punish Rollins. Oh, and a big boot.
Yeah, this is a sustained moment of authority for Roman in this match for the first time. Sending a little something back the way of Seth freaking Rollins.
And Roman's starting to settle in a bit now. You can feel it. Locked and loaded.
Calling for the Superman punch already.
Roman went for the Superman
Rollins
punch.
out of the way, though.
Able to turn it around with a forearm of his own. And now Seth sends Roman over the top rope to the floor.
And these counters are set.
You gotta think he's gonna be going for a suicide dive now.
Know yourself.
Rollins across the ring. Suicide dive.
Yep.
Driving Reigns back first to the barricade.
Very little that Roman is trying is working thus far.
And Rollins again.
He's gonna go for the trifecta.
And the champion's reeling. And Roman's starting to feel it. Rollins now driving Roman
Into the announce table. I have a feeling one of these announce tables, maybe both, are getting rearranged here shortly. It's like that's what Seth's already thinking about. It's how he can put Roman through this table.
Seth Rollins is there.
Great way to describe it, because that is what Rollins has been to Roman Reigns throughout his career.
He's the only one.
Rollins now clearing the Spanish announce desk. The official Sean Bennett telling Rollins to get back in the ring and break the count. You have to believe the official's going to have a lot of leeway in this big title match tonight.
No doubt about that. No one wants to see this one blown up for a minor.
Yeah, I thought he took a little bit too long there.
Too often, and Roman Reigns made him pay for it with the right hand.
Yeah, it was just too much of a weight there for Roman
Yeah,
Reigns.
too much time for Roman to get back into it. Drive by.
Well, Seth opened the door, and he can only blame himself for that one.
And now Seth Rollins trying to regroup and gather himself.
Well, look, Roman made a few errors.
I mean, technically speaking, every title has changed hands tonight. Because, I mean, I guess we're counting the women. I mean, the ladder match, it was technically a title change. You know, an official champion was crowned, so both IC and US titles changed hands, both mid cards. But Roman could potentially put an end to that streak. I guess forget countouts, because we're all the way into the crowd. Where's the referee at? He might have just stayed in the ring. Obviously giving the discretion here. That's why I think a chair gets involved. Whether or not it's like, you know, behind the ref's back or just blatant, you know, to his face. Someone's definitely eating a chair shot. It might be Seth. Okay, like. Definitely no DQs. I think that's basically been confirmed. No countouts, no DQs.
Referee really giving a ton of leeway, as you mentioned, Colin.
Yeah.
So nobody wants
And a suplex onto the steel.
Yeah, on the handicap ramp.
Bolts of lightning shooting up the spine of Seth Rollins, detonating right at the
What a
top.
suplex.
Straight into
Oh, that lower back.
And that is devastating for Rollins. And physically, he's not going to be the same for the rest of this match after that impact.
And Rollins making his way back to the timekeeper's area. Roman Reigns, though, here he comes.
Gosh, that would have been insane if he had delivered that spear.
Seth freaking Rollins are now getting close to getting back in the ring, but major damage sustained by both.
Off the
Oh.
high knee by Rollins.
Rollins gonna break up the like non-existent count.
But we know they can ratchet through the gears. We've seen it time and again. And Seth Rollins looks like he's
What's going through the mind of Rollins now? Is he gonna be looking for a spear?
Roman just trying to stand up, trying to use the
Roman's own move?
Roman's in a battle for survival, and Seth Rollins has bloodlust in his eyes.
Rollins now.
now mocking Reigns.
Mocks Reigns.
Rollins with a full head of steam.
Oh, God.
Look out.
Oh, my. Carried him all the way to the announcer's table and just puts him through.
Real Roman Reigns has just awakened.
Seth Rollins' body buckling.
Ouch.
Well, Rollins cooked up something deep
I thought he was going to put him through the table with the title on it.
that table by the OTC, who has swung this one around.
Get back in here, let's go. The official admonishing Roman Reigns to break the count. The champion back into the ring momentarily.
Yeah, the ref at this point is here to count the 1, 2, 3.
Roman having some fun with the Minnesota Vikings here at ringside.
He said he played high school football.
Football ability.
Well, Roman's something that's completely renewed. We've seen this from him in the past, back from the dead. And with bad intent in mind,
Now Roman's clearing off the other announce table.
What does Roman have in mind? More punishment.
He can go for another powerbomb.
Use all announce table. No.
Rollins
Rollins.
now.
Rollins gonna turn the tables. Rollins with the bomb.
Oh my.
Announce table.
Rollins returns the favor. And both have been put through a table.
Roman's down.
Two shield power bombs through the tables.
on the side of the ring here, a scene of utter devastation.
It looks like a car crash.
Enjoying themselves, but these
The official's still trying to get them back in. And now he's going to start the count.
actually a count has started, and both men may be completely toasted.
And this only favors Roman. A count out would keep the title around the waist of Roman.
Yeah, so now he's counting. But when we were fighting through the crowd for 3 minutes and Seth grabs the little post to like hit him with it. No issues there. But now we're up to a 7 count.
Reigns and Rollins trying to come through. We're at a count of 8 now.
Rollins is close. Reigns a million miles off.
9.
9. Rollins beats the count. Reigns beats the count. Seth Rollins.
Rollins now.
Pedigree.
Pedigree.
Cover.
1, 2.
And a kick out.
Roman with his classic 2.999 kick out. You can't get any closer.
A pedigree by Rollins almost brought him the world championship.
I think Rollins made sure that he kicks out there. Indeed it is. I hope this doesn't end up like last night's title match where, while yes, it was a very good, very solid match, it continued just a little too long. Rollins now. Oh, he's going for a stomp, but meets a Superman punch. Rollins has to kick it too.
And that's just an instinctive kick out from one of the greatest in history, Seth Rollins.
But yeah, like the title match last night, if you were there on stream or if you remembered it, it just like it had everything in it that it needed. It got to a point where I was like, okay, we could have done all this like 5 minutes shorter. Like even 10 minutes shorter potentially. I just think it went on just a little bit too long. I don't think we've quite gotten to that point yet here, but you know, we're getting there. Like I think, you know, a couple more big spots here. Like we haven't seen Stomp, we haven't seen Spear. Roman now. Got him lined up. Seth dodges it. There's the stomp. 1, 2. Roman again. Just 2. 2.9999. What a sequence.
Rollins pulled an ace out of the deck, but Roman Reigns was able to kick out.
What's going through Seth's mind right now? What has Roman said this week? You'll never be A1. You'll always be in my shadow. You'll always be one level below me.
And that eats at Seth Rollins.
Seth wants to shove those words down the throat of Roman Reigns, and it might be about to do.
Did he go for guillotine now? Oh, I thought he was getting him in position for a guillotine potentially.
Lifting Roman up on his shoulders.
It's an insane level of power this deep into a matchup when you've been.
He's gonna take him up to the top rope.
Yeah, two of the most well-conditioned
Falcon Arrow potentially? Or a superplex into a Falcon Arrow?
Show those championship gears when the spotlight is the brightest. Do you have them? Yes or no? These two have both proved it time and time again. They certainly do.
Massive crowd looking on as Rollins heads to the
Here we
top.
go.
Trying to control Roman Reigns here. Trying to bring the world title home.
Roman Reigns is a big opponent to try and lift up from that position. Well, I don't think Seth has it in him right now.
And Roman with a headbutt, driving Rollins to the mat. Uh-oh, Rollins up top, hooks. He hooks Roman.
Rollins.
Rollins with a superplex.
Superplex.
And he's gonna roll through.
Rolls through. Guillotine.
Guillotine counter by Reigns. Guillotine by Reigns.
He's got it cinched.
Is Rollins gonna tap?
And that choke is locked in deep and struggling with a severe lack of power now.
Rollins.
Rollins and he's fading, Cole.
Reigns has got it locked in. Rollins with nowhere to go. Now showing some signs of life.
Gonna have to fight out of it.
Frantic moments now for Seth freaking
Oh, Roman's got cinched now.
Roman wrapping his legs like a
Seth might be out.
around the waist of Rollins, looking to pass Rollins out.
I mean, you simply can't.
How much fight does Rollins have left?
You've got no. Oh, here we go.
Seth Rollins
He's trying to roll out of it.
in this.
Seth needs to get to the ropes. This is only hope.
He might fade here.
Not yet. Not yet. I've got fight. I've still got fight.
He's still fighting though.
Oh my God.
He's going to get back to his feet. He's going to try to. He has. See him reverses into a Falcon Arrow? Oh, he tried. But Roman, spear! 1, 2. Seth kicks at 2. And we continue. What a main event. Do we think this has surpassed last night's title match? What has happened? No. 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 Do we think this is past last night's title match? Roman just talking now. And Seth just asking for it. Oh, Roman now. Rollins with the spear. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. Roman has to kick it too again. What a counter by Seth. Oh yeah, at this point, yeah, for sure. And we still haven't reached a finish. Now Rollins talking that talk.
And Rollins' mind games continue.
Rollins looking for a buckle bomb. Oh my gosh. Roman. Buckle bomb to Seth. Followed with a stomp. 1, 2. Rollins. Out of the stomp. Instant classic here. We're reaching all-timer territory, I think. SummerSlam main events. Oh my. How many more false finishes can we have? You calling it next finish wins?
I mean, how are you even stirring at this
Has
point?
to, right?
How are you not completely laid out? It's like they both get re-energized.
Especially if it's like a double finisher. They're just going to duke it out now. Middle of the ring. It's always me. Oh, it's only been me and you. Who's the crowd behind?
Listen to this place.
It's split. And we're just duking it out. Oh. Uh-oh. Ref bump.
Inadvertent shot to the jaw of the official. And two titans of this industry slugging it out.
And talk about a little wacky line. Hello, Dean Ambrose.
Oh my goodness. Dean Ambrose reference. Seth was looking for dirty deeds. Roman hits dirty deeds. Roman just hit Seth with dirty deeds. And the ref's been taken out again. Seth with a stomp. No official. Oh no. Not like this. What's going to happen? Who's going to come out? Someone's going to come out, surely.
This is one of the damnedest matches that I've had an opportunity to call.
Or maybe here's where we get the chair moment. Yeah. Seth's going to grab the chair. He's going to grab the Wingstop chair.
The official Sean Bennett is down and out.
Sean Bennett looks dead. Yep. Here comes the Wingstop chair. Oh no, no Wingstop chair.
Rollins with a steel chair. The weapon that started this all 12 years ago.
This is what started it all.
Much like the betrayal of 24.
Just how it happened.
Seth Rollins with a steel chair in hand.
Way back when.
Roman Reigns oblivious. No, he's not.
Yeah, he saw it coming. Roman saw it coming.
Seth just took way too long.
Yeah.
Sword has suddenly switched hands.
A hesitation by Rollins.
What a moment of catharsis this could be for Roman.
And now Roman, he's going to be in position for it.
In the making.
Can Roman finally put this to bed? He's thinking about it. He throws the chair away.
Roman Reigns shedding the obsession.
this. We're going to end this, man.
Wow. What a moment. He doesn't need the chair, he said. We're going to do this right here. Here we go.
Now bitter rivals battling for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Two heavyweights slugging it out in round
Giving everything they have left.
Who's going to dig down deeper? Who's got a little bit more left?
Who is the better man?
Back and forth we go. Never headbutt a Samoan.
Seth Rollins with a kick to the midsection.
Just both men pushing way past breaking points.
Oh. Ooh, right on the chin. Superman punch. Pedigree. Roman's in position. But he rolls through.
And I think Seth landed a bit gingerly on his ankle.
Still moving pretty down.
But now he hits the stomp.
Reigns is flatlined here. Reigns is done.
From the top rope.
Rollins.
Looking for a super.
Oh, he went for the super stomp. Roman though. Spear.
There's still no referee.
And he's about to line up another one. Still no official. The ref was coming too. Roman. He's going to end it. This is it. One final spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman finally puts Seth behind him. Puts this rivalry behind him. In an instant classic. A match for the ages. What an incredible main event.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, what a match. The history, the storytelling. I can't wait for the internet to rip it apart for, you know, whatever reason. But I mean, what a match. And I'm not gonna lie, like, Seth going up to the top rope for the super stomp, it was that moment and that moment only that I really thought, like, they got me. I thought he could do it right then and there. But once Roman moved out of the way, You knew that was it.
the championship.
What a finish. Do we get a sign of respect here?
Well, I've seen a lot of title defenses from Roman Reigns. None more arduous than this. That was the pedigree out of nowhere. Seth Rollins going for this super stomp from the very top. A nimble Roman Reigns somehow pulling a spear out of nowhere after all these two had gone through. And here was spear number 2 driven into the sternum of Seth Rollins.
It was almost poetic that Roman Reigns would end this with not 1, not 2, but 3 spears. Remember the Shield, the brothers of 3. Justin Jefferson loving it at ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns.
And he did it by himself.
Tied up all loose ends.
Everybody knows one true champion, one real superstar. Anybody that wants to be it.
He finally got rid of all the skeletons in his closet. Roman Reigns.
Does he help Rollins too?
The visionary. And for tonight, Roman Reigns proves he was just 1 step better.
Here's the moment between these two. Oh. For the Shield, Seth. Your brother. He's got the mask. Wow. The brothers of the Shield.
And it is forever done. The final chapter.
Wow.
The book has closed.
What's next?
Roman Reigns
For Roman.
is still the world.
Does Roman just get his moment here? Do we get an Oba? Letting him know he's next up. Don't forget, Oba still has that title opportunity looming large. We could just get Roman standing tall here. Yeah, I think that's it. What a moment for both of these guys, but especially Roman. I do really appreciate what they're doing now with Roman, where he's getting the job done on his own. Yeah, you know, that match had some, you know, ref bumps and steel chairs and everything that comes with it. But, you know, at the end of the day, Roman stands tall on his own. He didn't need help from, you know, the bloodline. He didn't need, you know, all these different shenanigans going on. He just simply got the job done on his own. So I think we're getting ready to switch over to the post show, but like I said, probably won't stay live for post show. Just gonna give a quick little blurb. Such a great main event. Yes, night 2 better than night 1, but what a weekend, bro. Best SummerSlam in recent memory, arguably. Yeah, I think the SummerSlam really delivered. I know people are gonna have their opinions regardless. I think there are a lot of people who are just gonna hate on WWE to hate on it, and Triple H, you know, hate on him to just for the sake of it. However, from an objective standpoint, obviously, you know, I'm a huge WWE fan, always have been. Sometimes I'm overly positive when it comes to WWE, but there wasn't a single result, a single, you know, way a match was handled that I was upset about. I think from top to bottom, from the start of night 1 all the way through night 2, just thought it was a solid show. The cards, both cards were solid. Night 2 on paper was better. Up until that main event, I probably would have said, or night 1, I'm sorry, was better on paper. Up until that main event, I would have said probably night 1 was the better night. But I think the story of Roman and Seth, I could appreciate more than the story of Cody and Cody and Punk. The way that it was told, the way that it was portrayed. Obviously, you had Oba and Brock. That moment was super. You know, that was such a great moment to end night 1. But yeah, overall, really solid SummerSlam weekend. As much as the build had its ups and downs, the build for both the world title matches was kind of just, you know, what it was. Like, it wasn't anything, you know, crazy. But you knew that once the talking was over, once, you know, it came down to telling the stories in the ring for all of these matches, I think they just delivered top to bottom. I think we really got quite the 2-night show. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Roman's going to get a quick interview here.
This is where my football career ended, and to be able to have this moment here, I've been saying it all day, God is a way better storyteller than all of us. This is a special moment for me.
The moment with the chair, it felt like the turning point of this match. Can you tell us what was going through your mind in that moment?
Yeah, when he threw the chair away, that was such a moment.
Do what I tell my sons, do what I tell my daughter. Learn from your mistakes. It's time that we all grow up emotionally. You got to mature. You got to learn from your mistakes. You got to take these losses and make them lessons. And that's what I did tonight.
It felt like you chose strategy over emotion in that moment. My final question for you, before that final spear, you said something to Seth. What was it?
It's always been me and you. Since FCW, since the Red Rooster was bitching at us, it's always been me and Seth. It's always been the two of us. Even in the Shield, we already knew what it was. We knew Ambrose was a wild hair, but we knew we was the guys that was going to change this place. We're the pioneers of this place. When people left, when people were scared, when they ran off, we held the fort down.
Well, despite all the history, it feels like both of your legacies, they are
tied together. Very solid show, I think, top to bottom. Yeah, but let me know, Rocky, what did you think about, I was about to ask. There you go. Night 2 is better. I do think there at the end, those last 2 matches, I think really gave it to the Sunday night show, to tonight's show. So, yeah, that has been SummerSlam weekend for me. I hope you enjoyed the 2-night stream. Yeah, KO return, such a good moment. Top to bottom, just overall great show. I hope you all did enjoy the SummerSlam streams. Thank you so much for tuning in. Consider hitting follow over on Twitch, trying to reach affiliate status and trying to grow our YouTube channel as well. On the road to 1,500 subscribers. Yes, I will be live tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, for Monday Night Raw to see the initial fallout from SummerSlam. I think we got a great week of shows lined up in order to see where we head for the rest of the year. Big Cass coming back tomorrow night. We'll see what's next for Oba Femi. So just what's next for Roman Reigns, a potential Roman Reigns Oba clash. I don't know if we're going to get to that just yet, but that's obviously something that's going to happen. Chad Gable begins his reign as Intercontinental Champion. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow night, Monday Night Raw, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Thank you all for hanging out. It's been a great weekend. Roman versus Cass versus Oba potentially too. But yeah, it's been a great weekend, you all. Thank you so much for being active in the chat and for just keeping these conversations going. Hope you all did